angle to do this at? Where should I film this? Should I have like an outdoor moment or one of those, hi, welcome to my room? I don't know. I think this is it. I'm gonna get my drink. Okay, this is my first long form content video. I've been making TikToks for a while now and I keep cutting things and realizing you need to make long form content. You need to make YouTube videos. And it's funny because at a young age, I really wanted to make YouTube videos and I wanted to post them consistently. I wanted to be a YouTuber. And at the age of 27, I'm finally just going for it. To anybody out there that is young and is thinking to themselves like, no, I don't want to post a video. I'm really insecure with myself and I just don't feel confident, or you're not in the right environment, take a note from my book. Just go for it. And if not, like, just trust the process. I'm 27, I'm going for it, I'm making videos, I've been pretty consistent with TikTok and just deciding to expand, even though like I have a full-time job, I have all these other things going for me. Like, this is something that I am passionate about and it's one of those goals that I've always had. So do not be afraid to put yourself out there and just go for it. Don't wait forever, because I'm 27 and I'm so old. Next thing you know, I'm popping out a freaking kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did I wait so long? So how did we get here? I'm watching people. They're playing cornhole. They're so cute. Interesting. Okay, anyways, like anyone, especially 27 years old, my life has consisted of a lot of things. A lot of trauma, a lot of experiences, a lot of learning opportunities and stuff. And I'm just gonna start off with what makes me me, how I was when I was a kid, okay? I grew up in Orlando, Florida. I have been in Orlando, Florida my entire life. Now I live in a different city in Florida with my partner, which I'm so grateful for, and you guys will learn about him and I's relationship in the future. I am 100% Puerto Rican, definitely a Puerto Rican in disguise. Some of you might look at me and be like, oh yeah, like I could totally see that. You have like the curly hair, you have like the lips, you know, giving taína. Some people don't see that. So at least most of my life, they don't see that. I was known as like the gringa in the family. And when you look at like pictures of me growing up, if it wasn't for my little brother having my face, okay, and tan skin, I would honestly have thought that I was adopted my entire life. We have family pictures and it's like everybody in the picture is tan, and then you look at me and I'm whiter than the freaking wall, okay? And that's not an exaggeration. There's literally a picture of me with my family and a white wall, and I'm whiter than that wall. But yeah, it's kind of like a closed-mindedness that we have in the US. People just assume that you're either Mexican or you're white. That's it. They don't realize that there's like Venezuelan, Colombian, Salvadorian, all of these other ethnicities. So growing up, when people did find out I speak Spanish, they'd be like, oh, so you're Mexican? No, I'm 100% Puerto Rican. I learned Spanish before learning English, and you could probably be surprised, especially if you're Spanish and you hear me speak Spanish, you'll be like, definitely not. No, I did learn Spanish first. I was in ESOL growing up. I failed at English like twice. Reading FCAT, the day that I passed, I cried. It was my junior year of high school because your girl really struggled when it came to learning English and understanding grammar, punctuation, all that stuff. Like a high vocabulary, I don't have that. I'm not gonna lie to you. My brother reads so much, and I feel like every time he talks to me, he'll use words that are high vocabulary, and I'm just like, tone it down. Tone it down, like third grade level, because I don't know what you're saying. Like, I'm literally learning every time I talk to you, which is a good thing, you know? What was I saying? I'm spying on people again. I can't help it, man. I went into ESOL. In ESOL, as many may know, they brainwash the Spanish out of you, okay? That is just my experience, and that is what I've seen from other people, where they go into ESOL and then they know English more than Spanish, and it's like, how the heck did I get here? That's how I feel. I used to work and I used to use Spanish every day, like in banking terms and stuff. I haven't done that for years. Like, I have been in a just English position, which has honestly turned down the quality of my Spanish. And fingers crossed I'm using my Spanish soon, because that differential, and because I need to practice. I don't want to lose my Spanish. I know this sounds so cliche, but everyone thought I was weird growing up. Like, people multiple times asked me if I was under the influence of something, even at a young age, or if I was okay. If you know what that means, you know? Because I don't, because people asked if I was okay. I had teachers sit with me and ask if I was okay. And if something was wrong with me, I don't know. Fast forward, I got diagnosed with ADHD, and I think that that's what they were referring to. Not 100% sure. I used to have like serious anger problems growing up, and I think that I can attribute that to my household that I was living in. Fast forward, once I hit high school, something happened. I would say I found God. Like, I truly built a relationship with God, and that calmed me the F down. Now, to get me to be angry, super hard. Like, super hard. If anything, I'm too chill. And I think that I should grow a little bit of a backbone. I just don't care. That's where I'm at. What time is it? I gotta work it a little bit. Dang it. I have a lot of stories I want to share. I don't know how I'm gonna organize that, but I'm gonna do it. And as for hobbies and stuff, I really love hiking. I really love going out into nature and just looking at trees for hours. I could totally do that and be content. After the pandemic, I feel like I've become more of a homebody, and I think most people can relate to that, because yeah, I can be in my house for a whole week and I'm fine. I literally don't step outside. If I do, it's to take out the trash. That's about it. I just put the trash in front of my door. I can't promise you a lot of vlogs because of that, because I just like being in my house and honestly like watching my show and just doing nothing and just chilling. I can promise you a lot of content in my house. I can, for sure. No problem, I got you. We'll see. I spent most of my life, and by most of my life, I mean 26 years of my life being obese. That BMI chart, if you think that you're obese because of that BMI chart, let me validate your feelings and tell you that you're not. Because that BMI chart is a liar. And it's rude AF. I think that even, look at me right now. Do you think I'm fat? Look at my legs. Do you think that I'm overweight? Because this BMI chart still says that I'm not like in the right weight. And I look like this. Goes to show that that BMI chart is a liar. And if your doctor is going by it and like making you feel bad, change doctors or just disagree. But yeah, I thought I was gonna be single for life. Good news, I found the love of my life. I'm really grateful because, to be honest, me single is very isolating because like I don't care. When I was single, I feel like I just spend so much time by myself, or I just do a lot of community work. I was meeting people, and I don't know, like friendships are so hard to nurture. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't think people talk about that. Friendships are so much work, and I'm not the type to message people every single day. I used to be that way, and one word for you, draining. That's it. To people that remain in contact with your friends every single day and message all the time, couldn't be me, because I did that for so long and it's just too much. I am the type of friend that will message you once a week, once every few days, once every time I see a TikTok that reminds me of you. I will message you. And it's not that I don't love you, it's not that I don't care, I'm just that way. I'm a low maintenance friend, that's what I am. This whole video is a tangent. I'm gonna name this video Tangent Intro, because I don't think I stuck on one subject this entire time at all. I've been trying to get treatment for my ADHD because it's been wild and out, y'all. I've been thinking it all the time. It's been wild because my mind has just been racing all the freaking time, and it gets to a point where I'm like, just focus, bro. Like, chill. Yeah, so I was trying to take care of that. I took one medicine, 2 different doses, and it messed with me. Like many can relate to that. It messed with my brain, and I got to a point where I was like, okay, not it. Today, I followed up with my psychiatrist, and I told her about how like the medicine was making me feel. And she's convinced that I have like a possible mood disorder, which I'm not against. Like, if I have that, cool. However, everything that she was saying, I don't resonate with. So It's one of those moments where I'm like, do I trust my gut and like myself, or do I trust you? Because when I trust doctors to give me a diagnosis that I can't even relate to, it's a very weird situation. And I've done it before and they've been wrong. So I have trust issues, not only with myself, but with the doctor. And I'm kind of sitting on that today. This is what bugged me about this appointment. Like, she looked at me and she couldn't tell me like what I had. She had to look at the fact that my brother has bipolar disorder. And then she was like, oh, you might have it too. Or you might have a bit of it. And I've gone to so many psychiatrists, so many different psychologists, and like had multiple evaluations, and every single time they're like, yeah, no, not at all. Because I've asked and I've been like, okay, well, this runs in my family, I want to make sure we exclude it. They're like, yeah, it doesn't sound like you have any of those symptoms or any of those experiences at all. I think it's one of those, like, she was just fishing for something, just to tell me that I had something, but it ended in like, oh, track your mood and we'll follow up in a month. So I'm not taking any medicine right now. I'm gonna start taking my 5-HTP, and then, which I take for my depression. But I was looking online because, of course, we all go to Google and we look at what we have or what they're saying. And I have Hashimoto's, okay? And that is one of the things that triggers them into saying that I possibly have like a mood disorder or whatever. A lot of the things that I was reading, I was like, okay, yeah, I don't think she looked at the big picture of me. Agree to disagree. That's where I'm at. I don't even know if I'm disagreeing. I'm kind of like, I just want a second opinion. That's what I want. Because even when they gave me my ADHD evaluation and they were like, yeah, you have ADHD, I challenged that. And even though low-key, like, I knew, you know what I mean? Like, you know if you have ADHD or if you probably do. And I definitely felt like, okay, yeah, there's a strong chance. But I wanted to challenge my psychologist to tell me exactly why she thought that. And I kind of did that with my psychiatrist today, and it was kind of like, at least in my opinion, I felt like she wasn't really sharing like the reason why, except for the fact that my brother has bipolar disorder. I didn't think that was a good enough explanation as to like what you see in me. You know what I mean? That says that. I got work soon. I'm posting this as my first video, and I'm calling it the tangent intro. To be honest, this is gonna be a lot of the content. Lots of tangents, and yeah. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to my first YouTube video. I'm just popping it out because if you don't just pop it out, you're never gonna pop it out. So just pop it out. Subscribe if you want to get to know me even more on a deeper level. For story times, got tons of stories. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask below. If you're a bully, do not bully me. That's just me. I'm an open book though. So if you have any questions, even if they sound kind of crazy, you can totally ask. I'll answer. I love you guys. Bye. I always say I love you guys, bye, at the end of my videos. Let me tell you why really quick. I watched this anime years ago. I don't even know what the heck it was called, but I was a little kid. This guy literally left his family. He didn't say I love you, bye, and then they died. And ever since I saw that, I do not ever finish a conversation with anyone without saying I love you, bye. Because you never know when the last time is the last time. And although this is a video, I don't care. Like, it's just a habit that I instilled in myself because I never want to like leave a conversation or anyone without saying I love you, bye. That's why I say I love you, bye. Hasta luego, guys. I love you.